Hello, in a minute I will explain why my living room looks like a Michael Kors pop-up shop. But right now I want to give you an update on this lawsuit against MCDC, as I have promised transparency. The judge has made a decision, and basically this lawsuit is not over. Judge Doyle ruled to dismiss without prejudice. Now, what does without prejudice mean? It means that even though the case was dismissed because he feels that enough information was not given to sustain my claims, the door is open to try again. So we are moving forward. Am I surprised that this case was dismissed? No. I came into possession of a letter that MCDC attorney Phillips Lytle by David Cook, whatever that means, wrote to MCDC Chairman Zach King on May 10, 2022. I received this receipt well before the judge's decision was made. This is how I knew that at that time, MCDC had incurred $5,101.19 in legal fees. In this confidential letter, Thomas told Zach that they needed to deny me and my vociferous lawyer a stage. Well, here I am, and I'm not keeping quiet. They have no agency over my person. The only reason why I didn't post the actual letter was because I did not want to reveal the source that gave it to me. I have sources everywhere. I like the idea of the lawyers, Lytle and Cook at MCDC, trying to find out where the leak came from. I protect my sources because MCDC has a history of retaliating against people, especially people of color, who do not behave in the fashion that they would like. Case in point, recently Zach King kicked out an elected Democratic black female official from MCDC because she ran against a Democratic MCDC favored candidate in the 2022 Democratic primary. This is way out of line and is working directly against democracy. The Democratic primary is for any Democrat who wishes to run to be the party's nominee and gives them the solemn opportunity. That is the people's seat, as every Democrat at large votes on their candidate. This is the people's choice, not MCDC's. This is not Zachary John King's seat to delegate who will be the party's nominee without the voters' wishes. Just because his last name is King does not make him a kingmaker. This is the fifth black woman Zach has tried to strip of Democratic privileges this year. We are only in July. It has come to my attention that the Democratic pressure has been placed on someone that is near and dear to me. Yet, another black woman whose livelihood is being put under scrutiny directly after my last video. This individual is not giving me receipts. You are not even close. People from all walks of life are giving me information. They are scared to like or comment on my post due to MCDC and its leadership's obsession with retaliation. They know that I am not afraid to speak up and speak out. Instead, people reach out to me directly with receipts. Such valuable information continues coming my way. Like an MCDC district leader that makes endorsements based on whether candidates sign a for-profit contract with their personal business. That sounds a lot like quid pro quo to me. Just to remind you, I sent an olive branch to all the Monroe County Democratic Committee leaders, and these are the names of the people that have remained silent. It appears that they are complicit in MCDC stealing from their donors and subverting the will of the voters, especially those who are black. If they have a Black Lives Matter lawn sign tacked in front of their yard, they should politely take it down. Instead of giving and fighting for equity and justice, they have succumbed to performative activism. Spoiler alert, the person who is profiting from their position as an MCDC district leader is mentioned within these names. I purposely removed all the black women's names so that they will not be singled out for retaliation. Here are your complicit leaders. District 21, Eric Stevens, 22. Glenn Gamble, 23. Stephen DeVay, 24. J.W. Cook, 26 and 7. Yerversha Roman, Brighton, Barbara Maley, Chilai, Jason Mercheral, Clarkson, Michelle Spagnola, East Rochester, Lafayette Eaton, Gates, Nicholas Coffey, Hamlin, Stephen Claffin, Henrietta, David McGlashon, Arondequoit, Ryan Trevis, and Mendon, Tim Pryor. Now back to the Michael Kors explosion in my living room. I am donating 262 Michael Kors items to charity, many new with tags or only worn once. By the end of today, all will be picked up by 2 organizations in Monroe County that help women and education in our area. My commitment to this county has not wavered. This lawsuit against MCDC is not about money. It is about principle. The money at stake would not benefit my personal financial interests. I am content with what I have been blessed with and do not need any more. I believe in giving back equity to the community that raised me and my husband. That is why I'm again pledging to give my winnings to Action for Better Community, a true force for giving back equity in our area. MCDC may think that they are fighting me, but in reality, they are fighting against equity in the greater Rochester community. Think, if I can give away more Michael Kors products than the value of this lawsuit and not miss it, imagine how much I would be willing to spend if someone steals directly from me and the people I fight for on a regular basis. As I move into the next phase of this lawsuit, it is clear that I would have to spend more to fight this injustice than I would gain if I won. I'm prepared to do that. If I have to spend a lot of money, so will MCDC. In the end, they will not get to pocket any of my contributions. MCDC is accustomed to playing these games with people's money and winning because people cannot go the financial distance. But I can. MCDC needs to know that they cannot play in people's faces and then show up at our churches, community centers, block parties, doorsteps, and mailboxes pandering for votes. This is not about money. Again, this is about principle. And I'm not here to make friends. I am about speaking truth to power. It's all about equity. And I will fight this case just like I fought against cancer. And let me tell you, I don't feel no ways tired.